Hey everyone, I am TH Pine and welcome to Frozen Cortex. Frozen Cortex is a turn-based tactical sports game by Mode 7, which are the guys who made Frozen Synapse, and it shares some similar mechanics with that game as well, so let's take a look at it. So let's continue my single-player campaign playthrough right now. So we're in a game in the middle of a league, basically, and we're at the beginning of the game, so you did not miss anything yet. As I said, it's a sports game. It's played 5 versus 5 with robots only, so all the players are robots. Those are the commentators. Unfortunately, they're not voice acted, so I tend to just click them away. And this is the match. So this is our opponent. It's an AI, so the enemy team actually is operated by an AI, no human beings there as coach or anything. That's special though. That's only for one team in the league. So normally they have human coaches. And this is the field. As I said, 5v5. We are the blue guys. And the Thunder Scorpions and the enemies are the colonists, are the yellow guys. This is the ball. The enemies are trying to get the ball in the yellow end zone. We're trying to get it in the blue end zone. The yellow ones are on the offense right now, so they have the shorter path to the ball. So they will attempt to pick up the ball and get it in here. As soon as someone gets a touchdown, the field will be flipped around, and we're trying to go to the bottom part of the map and are on the offense. But if we intercept them before they can score, then we have to go upwards or to the north, I guess. So how does it work? It's turn-based, as I said, but you take your turns simultaneously. So we're taking a turn, we're preparing the turn, we're giving orders like this, and the enemy is doing that as well. And then we press prime, and both orders or all the orders will be executed, and we will see what happens for a few seconds. So similar to Frozen Synapse, we can actually test what happens. So I can press space, and this will just show me what will happen. Then we can reset it and change our plans. And similar to Frozen Synapse as well, we can move or give the enemies orders as well. Those will not affect them if we press prime, but for testing purposes, we can use that to see the result. For example, if we both run there, which one kicks one? Well, nobody kicks anyone in the face because I didn't move far enough. So there we go. Who kicks who in the face? So as you can see, robots can tackle apparently. The one who if a robot is not moving, so standing still, and another robot enters his tackle zone, then he will kick him in the face and stun him for a certain amount of time, which is based on some stats of the players. So basically, he has a shorter path here, so he stops moving first, so he kicks me in the face. So it's probably better to not move that far. So in case he gets in range, I will kick him. Very good. So we are attempting to block off paths now. Oh, this is an interesting map design because there's no way to get in here except for this, and there is an enemy as well. So we probably want to prevent the enemy from passing in here. So it's probably a good idea to move down in this general direction for now. Probably move this guy back as well is not a bad idea. Probably over here somewhere. Sorry. And with this guy we just block off this entrance. We don't want this guy to go in this direction. So looks good. So let's prime and see what the enemy does. So the turn plays out for a few seconds basically, but it's not a set amount of time. It's based on multiple things. So either if the ball is getting picked up, if the ball is getting catched, or picked up, or if the ball carrier is getting tackled, which is easier by the way. You can always tackle the ball carrier, you don't have to stand still for that. Or when the ball travels for a certain distance, so if it travels, if you make a very far pass or make a very long run as well, I think, then the turn will be interrupted as well and the next turn starts. So interestingly enough, he moved this guy out there, which is great news because this means we just block off this this entrance and we don't have to worry about him anymore for now. So he ran into there as well. Oh, by the way, we can watch it again. So let's see what actually happened. Yeah, he ran into our guy, so he got stunned quite a bit. Let's see, he is stunned. I think we move over here to take him out, and we will actually attempt to cut a few pass lines. He probably wants to pass over here, so let's attempt to intercept that. You can see those white lines. They show that you can intercept there. I cannot intercept there because that would take too long to get there, so he could pass there, but there's a wall. Basically the enemy has two options now. You can either pass, you have the limited amount of passes though. Every time you have you get the ball, like from interception or from a start of a drive, then you get 3 passes to reach the end zone. Or the other option is running. So you could just start run down the field and try to reach the end zone like this. But the thing is, the first time you start running, you cannot pass anymore. So as soon as you run, passing is over before you reach the end zone, or you're getting stopped by the enemy. And he cannot go backwards. So you see this red line, he cannot run backwards or pass behind that. So you can see he can pass here, but not here. So that's important. So passing, you can pass, not over high obstacles though. Over low obstacles, yes, but not over high ones. So as you can see, here, not here. Okay, so I basically, by moving here with this guy, I intercept his only valid passing option, because he cannot pass down here really. This guy's done, this guy's basically taken out as well. So I'm probably getting an interception here actually. Not sure what we do with that. Probably try to run, to be honest. We will see. I think I keep him here. Yeah. Well, we can move a little bit out here, but not too far. Don't want to have the. Don't want them to run in here. Looks good to me. Let's see what he does. Maybe he finds a way to get around that interception. So interesting. So he makes the. He actually, that was an interesting choice. So he chose to pass down here. So as you can see, we can go back. So he does the pass down here. This guy gets stunned again, and I pick up the ball. So now I have a pass here. Well, I cannot run. Well, I probably could run because I'm invulnerable for a short duration, but then he will catch me. So that's probably not a good idea. So we have the ball now. That might have been a good idea for him to let me intercept there, though, instead of here, because I would be closer to the end zone here, obviously. So now I have 3 passes, and as I said, I have to go to the north end zone now. Something like this, maybe. Oh yeah, those are score zones, by the way. If the ball carrier enters a score zone, or if you're standing in a score zone and catch the ball, then you get 2 points. Scoring in the end zone gives 7 points. Alternatively, we could do this. Might be a better plan, to be honest. Yeah, this looks pretty promising. This gives us 2 points from being in that end score zone, and gives us a little bit more freedom to set up possible passing options. Let's see if we can get in here without getting blocked. Yeah, this seems like a decent turn. I'm not sure if I will be able to score here actually, but let's at least collect some score zones. Let's see what he does. Maybe I can sneak through his defense at some point. So there comes the pass. I get 2 points. And I might be able to do this. Pass over here. Well, maybe over there actually. But I think he can probably intercept it. Yeah, he can. Okay, so that's bad. Yeah, he would catch that, so that's not good. Maybe we can. Maybe we can outplay him. Let's see. If you move over here, that might actually work, because the thing is, he actually, to intercept the pass, he actually has to run here. Yeah, and if we just move over here, wait for a certain duration. So this is a wait timer. We can make him wait. So wait here, then run over there. That looks like a pretty good plan to me. I like that. I like that quite a bit. So in case it doesn't work for some reason, we cut off this path. And we probably want to... Oh, what's with this guy? No, he cannot get anywhere in time. Okay. Well, kind of. I'm not sure if he can. I don't think we have to worry about him. We will see. Maybe the AI can figure something out. So in case our plan doesn't work, though, we pull back our other players and stick to defensive positions. Oh, actually, he took this place again, which is not great. So let's go over here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Might work out. Yeah, this looks pretty promising. Kick in the face. I don't think he can stop me now. If I just do this, we should be totally fine. Sweet. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about any of the other players. So we're just trying to get as many score zones before entering the end zone now. So we prime this, should be fine. Don't worry about the other players because they're not in range anyway. And this cannot fail, basically. So there's another score zone. And now the question is, we can certainly get this score zone. The question is, can we get this one before getting caught off by him? I don't think so. No, that would be risky. As I said earlier, the ball carrier can get tackled all the time. You don't have to stand still for that. They will actually get quicker to catch him as well. So the ball carrier is very vulnerable. We can just run in here though, collecting that squad zone and getting in the end zone safely. So let's do that. And touchdown! Some dancing here, robot dance. Well, that's the robot dance, right? And well, we're in quite a big lead, 13-0 now, so that's good. We're going to the next drive. So the first drive, he was in the offense, and now we're in the offense. So we're a blue team. Like it's the same field. We just swapped all the positions, and we have to go south now. So we attempt to go over here. I think we move him over here. Actually, no. That's. Oh wait, you cannot pass there, right? No, probably not. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to play as offense here. Maybe we can sneak past him. Probably not, though. What could we try? What could we get? I'm not sure. Let's just move him here anyway. In case he gets an interception, we can move him back a little bit so we get a little bit more space to breathe. Well, getting in better defensive positions, I guess. It's really interesting that this guy starts on here. We actually can move him. Let's not do that yet, though. We can move him in here, but we don't have to. Let's actually move him out a little bit, because when the ball ends up in here anyway, then we have time. Then we have all the time in the world, because he cannot enter it. So let's just move out a little bit in case we don't want to throw the ball in there, or are not able to. Prime it, and pick up the ball. So, yeah, by the way, there's the turn limit. So I think it's 12 turns at the beginning of a match. And when if the last turn is over and the losing team possesses the ball, then there will be overtime until the next score or turnover. So you can still win if you're behind, and the match reaches its end. So okay. Let's rewatch that, because I think I got a stun here. Interesting. And a stun there as well. Well, that's good. And he opened up that line. Interesting. So let's see where we can pass. So obviously not there. Actually can pass here, but he can intercept that. So that's probably not a great idea. He might not be able to intercept this. Let's see. He can. Okay. Very easily, in fact. But he has to choose. He cannot intercept all the routes. Oh, by the way, there's zooming. The zooming is a little weird, though, because there's no real zooming. You can only choose between those camera perspectives. And there's another one if you press... What was it? It was one button, which... There we go. T. If you go T, you get this perspective. I usually just keep it this way. So this is... I think we have to take a gamble here, basically, because I don't think we can get a good pass. We could... Actually, what we could try to do is running. Depends on what he does now, really. If he attempts to go over there, and we kick him, and then he's stunned for long enough, that might be worth the risk, to be honest. Because I don't see a good pass. Like, the only pass option we really have is relying on a gamble, either passing to this guy or passing over here, which both would result in a touchdown as well. So we can just run. Actually, no, then I prefer passing. Because the thing is, I mean, he can still stop us, right? If we do something like this. Actually, that was the pass. He can easily stop us. So that's not even safe. So he either has to cover this angle or the other one over here somewhere. Not sure which I like more. Actually, I like probably this one more. I don't want to run because passing is probably better, because if it fails, we have this guy further back here and it's easier to defend. So I think we just take this path, this pass. Move back here in case we're losing the ball. I know he might attempt to stun us, but we will see. Might work out, might not. He might intercept it. We will see. No, he did not intercept it, so that's another safe score for me. Yeah, we just pick up the ball, get the score zone, and run in. And he cannot stop us, so let's not bother too much about player movement. There's no way he can stop us. We get the ball. We run in. System prime. The animation bugged out a little bit there. Well, we get another touchdown, and that was a pretty impressive 22-0. And it was actually last turn as well, so we won, I think. Did we? No, we did not. There's one more turn, I guess. No, 2 more turns. Okay, never mind. So he actually has time to score now, but well, this will go into overtime probably if I do not manage to stop him. We were doing the same strategy as earlier. We attempt to block this path. We block off this. Move over here. And with this guy, we probably move here again. That worked out quite well last time. System prime. Let's see what he does this time. The cinematic camera can be a little bit confusing from time to time, so I often re-watch the last turn. So he moved out here again for some reason. I don't know why he does that. That's really stupid in my opinion. This is a really strong position to be in. In general, this was an interesting turn. No, we just stay here. That's good. Can he run down here without getting caught by my guy? Nope. Oh yeah, by the way, you can press C to see the chasing zone. So those are the zones where when the ball carrier enters that zone, the guy will chase him. So yeah, that works. And you can press B to see the stats of the players. I will go over stats later. Yeah, I think we do it this way. I mean, he only has 2... Well, no, he has more than 2 turns, but he has to get 22 points, which is basically impossible. So, I don't really care too much if he managed to score here. Okay, he passed to that one. Doesn't change too much, to be honest. We just attempt to... Well, we just stay here. He cannot go through here. There's no way he can... There's nothing he can do right now. Yeah, there's really nothing he can do. Let's just prime. Well, at least I don't see anything useful. He's getting a pass over there. And now? So now we're in overtime. Next score, turnover ends the game. That was really pointless, sir. Not sure what you're trying to attempt, but... That was really pointless. He cannot even pass anymore now. Because that will get intercepted. So he has to run, and he can actually he can do nothing. Like he can only run here or get an interception. I mean, he can throw a ball here, but then I pick it up, so whatever. Okay, so this game is over. GG. There's nothing he can do. At least I don't see anything. Okay, he's attempting to run, so I knock him over, pick up the ball, and that should be GG. There we go. Sweet. Good. Continue. So now we're in the league screen again. I skipped that earlier by just pressing continue. So this is the league screen. As you can see, there are I think 8 teams. Yes, 8 teams, and they got scores. We are doing pretty well right now. You get money for every match, and with the money, there's some news in the upper right. There's some story in this game, by the way. If you're playing the league mode or the knockout mode, there will be like people are calling you, and you get news reports and stuff. And there seems to be some weird stuff going on. The coaches of the teams are, in most cases, actually quite important people, so it's not like some random sports coach. Like, I think she's a politician. She's in the she's colonel in the army, and he's like the leader of the AI, which are trying to do something. I forgot. It's something weird. They have some weird goals, and he's like a religious figure and so on. So they're actually important. So important stories can happen, basically, and they're calling you and stuff like that. We will see if that happens. So let's take a look. We can go to the team customization screen, where you can name your team and pick the colors in the stadium, and your picture of your coach and stuff, and you can change the look of your players, like the face and the holograms on their armor, and the names. And then you can go to robot market screen, where you can buy a robot. We probably will want to do that now. Oh, there's a good one. Yeah, let's take that one. So we replace that one with did that work? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, just screw it up. Did I bought this one? Maybe, I don't know. I got confused. Not sure if that worked. Let's buy another one. This one looks good. And probably replace Forge with it. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, the robots have different stats. So speed is how quick he moves, obviously. They're only the short handles here. Are they listed here? Yes, they are. Let's get over the stats really quick. If I can find them. Where are they? Oh, maybe they're not. Wait, there we go, there you go. So speed, movement speed. Intercept is the size of their player's intercept radius, so how easy it is for them to intercept. Evade is how easy it is for them to move without getting blocked by the enemy. Block is how good they are in blocking. Strength and resilience determine how long a target will be stunned when blocked. Chase is the chase radius, which I showed earlier with the C button. Release is the time the player needs to pick up the ball, to throw the ball after picking it up. Yeah. No, there actually is a throwing time. Okay, never mind. Throw is how far he can throw, I think. Yeah, and throw speed is how quick he throws, and ball zip is... Oh yeah, if he has a high zip, it's harder to intercept the ball, so... That's the stats. So let's actually click next event so you can see what happens. Oh yeah, and there is a sportsbook screen where you can place bets on matches on your own as well. You can turn that off though. There's an option for that. Week 5 is in the books. Okay, next event. So there we go. We get a news alert. President Tierney quarterly address. So greetings, citizens. So this seems to be the president, I guess. I'm proud to announce that thanks to our new healthcare initiatives, accidental death and injury is down 10% year on year. I was re-elected on the basis of my assertions that we would continue to protect our population from harm. I feel that my administration has demonstrated our commitment to follow through on our promises. As we move to God damn it, read it yourself now. As we move to eradicate disease and discomfort for all Republic citizens, let us all do our part by continuing to contribute to the communities around us. On a lighter note, we are pleased to see that our Armed Forces Cortex team is engaging in more charitable events this season. That's the army team. I know that Colonel Levin, that's the coach, has herself fought through many difficulties to be a figurehead at that organization. We applaud her courage, battling back from injury, and also her bravery in a society which is not always as tolerant as we would wish. There we go. So we get new robots in the robot market. We don't care for that though, we just spent all our money. And new books. Oh yeah, there we go. So our next match is against the robots, the colonists, and now he's calling us to talk to us. He's hard to understand though, because he's talking, well, not gibberish, but in a weird way. Lament of the Discord. The threats of the Emergent. Lament again of the Discord. Yeah, right. So you see what I mean. Yeah, let's jump out of this though to show you other game modes and stuff. And the option menu. So this is the main menu. There's a home screen. As I said, single player. We just play the Global Cortex League, which is a league mode basically. Then there's knockout mode, which is treated as the main game mode. Basically, you have to play 12 matches in a row without losing, and you get a new. You don't get money at the end of a match. You get a new robot every match, so you can always upgrade one robot in your roster. And then there's a randomized league, which random stuff, so you can play as many leagues as you want. There are tutorials, obviously. So for multiplayer is interesting because multiplayer is played asynchronously, as in Frozen Synapse. So I have games running right now. If you click on games down here, you see that I have 2 matches running. I can load into them, and this will take a moment. I started those matches, I think this one 2 days ago or so, and every time I have a turn to do, I get an email. Like, you can turn off those email notifications, by the way, if you want to, so you don't get spammed. And then it says, hey, you have another turn, and then I can make my turn. So we can, as you can see, we're in a match here. I have a big advantage by 11-0 points, and it seems like I'm in the offense here, and it seems like I might get another score here apparently. Let's take a look at how this turn has gone so far. Oh yeah, I was in the offense, I passed down there, and now I'm attempting. I already set up this turn, but my enemy did not, or opponent did not yet, because he's offline. So my goal is to get this here, and now I'm waiting for him to make his turn as well, and then he will commit and the turn will play out and I can watch it. So let's jump back to the main menu though. So that's pretty cool. So you get rated on those matches, and there's rankings, and you can, yeah, there's rankings. There's a leaderboard. You can see you can see who's online and stuff. So that's pretty default, but it's pretty nice to have this asynchronous multiplayer stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Then you can do your own custom leagues and stuff, and there's a playfield editor. Multiplayer custom leagues are not enabled yet. I guess they will be implemented later, I imagine. I'm not sure. AI matches are basically challenges. Like, there are those, well, how many? 7 different challenges you can play, and they get harder. And you can get a high score, basically. How good you did beat them. What else? Friends, options. The option menu is a little weird. It has resolution options. Graphic-wise, though, there's only 4 presets. There are different, or, well, sound sliders, so that's good. It would be nice to have a little bit more graphical options, but the game is not that heavy on the graphic part anyway, so that's okay. You can customize your multiplayer team. So give them names and change stats for the game modes where that matters. There are different multiplayer game modes where you have either randomized stats or no stats, or balanced stats from what you can set up in this menu. And yeah, you can modify that team as in a single player mode. Then you can turn off the email notifications, as I said earlier. There's no keyboard rebinding, which is a little unfortunate, especially because one of the important buttons, which is the delete button, to delete the path, is backspace, which is neither near your left hand on WASD nor your right hand on the mouse. So that's a little unfortunate. However, you can rebind one key, which is the middle mouse button. You can put it to testing, camera, or delete. I have it on delete because I don't want to press backspace, so I can do everything with my left hand on WASD and my right hand on the mouse. If you don't have it on delete, it's quite annoying to press backspace all the time though, so that's a little weird. Would be nice to have full customizable keys, key bindings. They're colorblind as options, which is nice, and you can reset your single player progress. And that's basically it. Then there's a profile where you can see your match history and stuff. And yeah, it's quite a nice game. I like it. I think it might... Well, I would not say it's not complex enough, but what I figured is that on a higher skill level, it comes down to guessing a lot, or mind games. So if he goes there, or if he thinks I will go there, then I will go there, or if he thinks that he passes, then I can intercept him there, but you know, stuff like that. So basically you're bluffing, or you're bluffing a lot, and it comes down to that a lot. I'm personally not a big fan of that. There are a lot of people who really like that though, and then this game is really cool because it has those bluffing elements and at the same time has a nice level of tactical depth as well, or strategic depth as well, with the robot stats, the different stats you can change and stuff like that. I like it quite a bit, but I think it will get stale for me after not so long. I don't think I will play 2 more now. I played a few hours of it though, so I got my money's worth, but I don't think I will play it way more now, because I'm at this point where the strategic level is not as important as the bluffing level anymore, and I'm personally not a big fan of that. But if you like that kind of stuff, then this game might still be right at your alley. And so, yeah, this is Frozen Cortex. Thanks a lot for watching, have fun, and see you next time. When I find the button to stop the recording, goddammit. See ya.